We work with a variety of schools, both in the private and public sector, right from primary school through to prep, secondary schools, and also sixth form team building events. We find that a lot of the outdoor activity instructors are looking for different things for people to do, and we all go and speak to them, find out what it is that they actually want to do with their curriculum, build it into what we do in our programme to make it an all-encompassing thing for that particular school. So it's quite bespoke.
Right then, so I'm going to teach you everything you need to know, okay? All your do's and don'ts.
So in a primary school, we're fully aware that they've got still a lot of learning to do, so we need to be much more in charge of children of the sort of 6 to the 7 to 8 year olds.
That's it. I want you to put your strongest hand up as high as you can reach.
We will set climbing lines up in the tree and a zip wire, and if we can do it as well, a rope swing, and we'll get those kids all harnessed up, and then we'll start them climbing up into a tree.
So once you push through these first few branches, it does open up for you.
We use just ropes and harnesses, all safely secured. We're aware that some of these kids have never been on a climbing system before.
We do have a backup safety system, so when they're climbing up, we'll have the rope actually attached to the base of the tree, so even if they were to try and slide their friction knot down the rope to come down, it'll grip them, so realistically they can't actually come down out of the tree without one of the instructors there to help them.
Nice one, you made it to the top.
Yeah, I made it to the top, guys.
As well as all the safety systems, we'll always have someone up in the tree with them at all times. So if anyone needs help, or there'll be an instructor that can always get to whichever line's hanging in the tree.
How was it?
Oh, it was really good.
It was really fun and I'd quite happily do it again.
Oh, it was much hard work than I thought it was going to be, but it was fun. Yeah.
Andy, has that got a safety knot at the base? Secondary schools, a lot more involved. They need to be given a bit more of an adventure.
Here at Bryanston, we chose the Great Big Tree Climbing Company because of the reputation that they have as being arborists and kind of interested in the outdoor education learning perspective for young people. They come to you, which is a great bonus, so you don't have any minibus or travel time. They can set up any number of systems in whatever trees you've got in your school. So whether it's a physical challenge or team challenge or just sheer excitement of a rope swing, they're flexible, they're a great company to use, and we think the cost represents great value for money in terms of a company that can come to us and provide a high ropes activity on our doorstep. We quite often involve the sixth formers, so we have 17, 18-year-olds that have been through the system to help assist with the running of the activity and help with the pupils, and we try and make sure there's progression and sort of peer mentoring within the activity as well.
I helped out with instructing the younger pupils when they did tree climbing as an ECA, so I've had a bit of experience doing this sort of thing. Tree climbing is great because it's really exciting and fun. It's not the sort of normal outdoor education. It's a bit extreme, so they might feel a bit more adrenaline than they would doing normal sports, and it also teaches them a bit of respect for sort of trees and things like that. They're told, you know, they're not breaking off branches left, right and centre, and it's very controlled, and obviously it's brilliant fun.
Oh yes!
I come from an arboricultural background. I've got some qualifications in tree surgery, and it's very important to us to protect the trees that we're using. And we work with a lot of other schools which have very protected landscapes, and it's very important for those head groundsmen of all these sites that we look after the trees that we're using. So a big ethos for us is that we turn up, we do our activity, and we keep the environment as we found it when we turned up.
The great thing about using the Great Big Tree Climbing Company is that they've got good risk assessments and good operating procedures. They're just great people to work with. They interact really well with our pupils, they get the most out of our pupils. Mark, the managing director of the company, he has DBS checked his staff, but also the staff that come onto the school site on a weekly basis, the school checks as well, which means we can leave their staff with our pupils in the knowledge that they've been checked and everything is safe and good to go.
It was an incredible view from the top. It was just amazing to look out above all the other trees and saw the canopy and the river and the fields, and you can see from miles. It was absolutely brilliant.
It was a really amazing experience. There's, you know, massive amounts of adrenaline, completely unforgettable, just, yeah, incredible, really amazing.
High five.
Yeah.